Willow Way. It is Tuesday, day 12 of the lockdown. We have got a two-piece special today. So we've got a strength component to our work today, as well as metabolic conditioning. All right. This is what our warm-up is going to look like today. We'll be doing some pogo jumps, just bouncing up and down on the balls of our feet. Then we'll move on to butt kicks, so bringing the heel towards our bum. And then some high knees. All right, left and right will count as one rep over here. And then we're going to do a 40-second wall sit. We're going to repeat that twice for the warm-up. All right, guys, it is time for our strength. You'll see we've got 4 movements that we've broken up into 2 parts. All right, it's kind of like Star Trek there. So 4 movements broken up into 2 parts. Right, the reason for that, guys, is just so we can focus on 2 movements at a go, which is sometimes a little bit easier. All right, so you've got 2 sets, 2 movements that you're going to do for 3 sets. Take a little bit of a rest, and then we'll do the same for the next 2. All right, guys, this is a strength piece. Approach it as such. Here's our movements. Movement 1 is going to be a prone back extension. So we're just working the posterior chain here. So our back, our glutes, hammies, right? And that is exactly what I want you to feel as you're working through these. So you're squeezing everything, getting to that Superman kind of position, except we've got our hands behind our head. The glute bridge walkout, right? I'm going to show you the easier version first. So keeping the hips up, we're slowly going to walk away and then put the hips back down and then bring the feet back in. And then start the movement at the top. The more difficult, more challenging one will be keeping the hips up the entire time as you walk your legs back. Remember to dig your heels into the ground here and keep your midline nice and tight. The skater squat, right, guys? So this is going to test our balance, right? You might be a little bit shaky like me, but we are basically working on one leg as we throwing ourselves a little bit off balance with that other. If you need a little bit of help, grab it onto something, all right? Don't let it do all the work, but let it assist you as you go down and back up as low as you feel comfortable. Time for some midline now. So, guys, with these plank reaches, the further away you are from your target, the more challenging it's going to be. So I'd like you to challenge yourself as much as possible, trying to keep your hips as still as you can. Our workout today is a workout called Shoot 'em Up. It is 5 rounds for time. We've got 3 movements, 2 which we are fairly comfortable with, and then 1 higher skill movement that we're going to spend a little bit more time on in this video. I'm going to give you a bunch of modifications there. I really want to say this. Guys, pick one modification that works for you. All right, make sure it's comfortable, that there's no pain, and it's something that you can sustain throughout the workout. If you need to chop and change in the middle of the workout, please do that. Whenever we have a workout that is 5 rounds for time, I tend to disappear in rounds 3 and 4. That's where intensity drops. You've just hit that halfway mark and you're thinking, I'm going to be twice as tired as I am now. All right. Let us, when we get to that no man's land, try and keep the same pace that we have kept in the beginning of the workout. All right, so don't disappear in that middle bit. Keep the movement integrity and keep the intensity as well. Okay, guys, here's our movements for today's workout. Guys, we all know how to skip. If you've got your ropes, got double unders or singles, let's do that. Otherwise, you're going to measure out sumo stance, a square for yourself. Place some dots, or like I have, some markers, and we're just going to be going from one marker to the other. Every time you come back, that is a rep. All right, so whenever your feet come back, that's when you count a rep. Those are the dot hops. Sit-ups next. Butterfly position with our feet. Think hollow body with your midline. Use the momentum generated with your arms. Touch the ground behind you and the ground in front of your toes. And now to our pistol squats, right, guys? These are very challenging, right? If you really struggle, I'm going to give you a couple modifications. Modification 1 is going to be the following: seated pistol. So still working with one leg, we're going to sit down, keeping the other leg in the air, stand up with that same working leg. All right, so we'll be alternating reps here. The higher the platform is, the easier. Modification number 2 is a negative. So we're just working one-legged on the way down. When we stand up, it's going to be a squat stand. Right, this one will be a little bit easier, but still build that strength. if you really struggle with those guys and there's a little bit of pain, we can also replace all of that with air squats. And that is our Tuesday done. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Have an awesome one.